In today's video, we'll be looking at something a bit different. It's an old school phone. This is the Nokia E72, and I'll be just talking about it. Of course, this is not usable in the current world, but it's just interesting. It's the phone I use every day for my business. Don't ask me why, but I love it, so I can just talk about it. As you can see, it fits in the hand, and this used to be the smartphones of those days. It's actually a smartphone because it has Wi-Fi, and you can send emails and all that, and maybe download a few things. To get an idea on how small this phone is, it is side by side by a modern smartphone. This is Tecno Camo 19. You can see it's just over half the size, and that's just the screen plus the keyboard. So at the back, that's how it looks. It's a very small phone. You can fit even 2 or 3 of these into one pocket. And this is a 6.6-inch phone, so you can see, and that's the standard size nowadays. Before I proceed, one thing I have to tell you, none of the internet services work whether you have Wi-Fi or not, and so it's basically a feature phone at this point for calling and messaging. So you can start with the design. The build quality is very solid. These things are built to last. As you can see, this came out in 2009 and it's still alive now. I use it every day, and I don't have any problems with it. If you are trying to move away from the smartphone, you can use something like this. At the end of this video, once you finish this video, I'll leave a link on where you can get this, but get them as soon as possible. They are available on AliExpress, but they run out so quickly. So in case it's not there, I'll leave an alternative phone similar to this that you can get at the time of watching this video. So the build quality, it's metallic, a mix of metallic and plastic, but it's mostly metallic. This is stainless steel, and here on the sides is that, and yeah, the buttons are rubber. They are backlit and all that. The camera will not show that, but they are backlit. And I still don't understand how people used to type on this, because yeah, but just because I've gotten used to the bigger fonts and all that. So there was a time the smaller the font, the better it was, but nowadays is the other way around. So that's the build quality. And here on the sides you have the buttons. These are media buttons. This volume down, volume up, and this is the play pause button. Yeah, and here you can see there's a dent here. I dropped this, and it's still working. Of course I had to open it and do a few repairs, but it's still alive and it's working normally. Back we have the camera, 5 megapixel camera, and a flash, and this also doubles as a flashlight. This is a loudspeaker. And then on the front, surprisingly, it's from 2009. It had a front camera, maybe for making video calls at that time. I'm not sure it used to happen. At that time I did not know much about phones, and I didn't have any with me. I was still in school, so yeah, I don't know what this is. I think it's a proximity sensor, I'm not sure. And this is the earpiece. So, and for the buttons here, there's an optical trackpad, so this you just touch it to scroll, but if you don't want to use it, you can use this normal D-pad. I prefer this because this one is a bit clunky, but it still works. And here on this optical trackpad, it has a light to show you when you have notifications, and it's still working, but I don't know, I can show you in this video. So as I said, this phone, most features don't work. It's just for calling and messaging, that will work okay. So you can maybe exploit. You can see the apps that used to be there. We have the calendar, contacts, maps. I was curious to know how this worked, but it can't work now, so I won't bother checking it. This office, where you can, there's a dictionary. This you can use to write Word documents, calculator. This Adobe PDF to open PDF files and all that. I haven't really tested that, but maybe it's this screen is too small. I won't be needing that. This is this I think for creating presentations, and this other this notes, normal notes and all that. Converter, calculator. I think this for opening zip files. But without internet, some of these features are not usable at the moment. This was the default browser, but it's not working right now. I've tried using it and it doesn't really work. Do you have the messaging normal SMS? We'll check that because that's the only feature I can use right now. This was the Play Store of that time. Yeah, for the Symbian OS. This is where you get your music. This is an FM radio. It has FM, and this is the music player. You can pop in a memory card here for that. Oh, this is the charging. This was for sending files to a PC, and it also doubles up as a charger. And interestingly, it has a dedicated charging port. So I misplaced this charger. I don't know what it is right now, but I currently use this normal USB with the micro USB my micro USB cable, and you can pop in an SD card. So once in a while I usually pop one to listen to music when I'm away from home, but right now I don't have it. So yeah, I should have talked about this first before getting into the phone, but that's just about it. So yeah, there is a gallery where you can view the pictures you have on your phone. We used to do that in the past, so I don't have much here, but I think I have 1 or 2 photos. Yeah, it's not the best, but at that time it was good. Here you can watch the videos that you have. So here you can get the songs. Yeah, and we used to have podcasts at that time. I remember seeing them with someone. Here you have the camera. It's a 5 megapixel camera. I'll just quickly show you how the camera looks like. The VGA camera, 5 megapixels. It's not VGA, sorry. It's the VGA camera is the front one. So here's what it looks like. Is what to expect. It was good by those days standards, and I must say it's still a decent camera. You can even use it now. You can also take video with the camera at 480p at 15 frames per second, which isn't too bad. Maybe if you're a spy, you can use it to spy on somebody. They'll have no idea with such an old phone that you can do that. But you'll need a memory card to store that, since the storage is quite limited on this device. This used to be like a music player. Yeah, it used to work really nice. I saw it on some people's phones. I don't know what this was. I don't know what this is. So go to here the control panel is where you find all your settings, themes, ringtones, normal general settings, and yeah, there you can connect your printer. This was the email app. It's call logs, the applications. Here's where you find things like games. Yeah. Oh, so the games that are here still work. There's this one called Blood Cascade. Let me just open it so I can see what it looks like. I still play it to date. I'll just turn off the sound. It's like Tetris, but you play by matching the colors. The camera isn't bringing out the colors accurately, but yeah, then there's a timer. Then when you have multiple the same color matched. There's this one was Solitaire. I don't know how to play it. It's a card game. So this was Facebook, YouTube. They don't work right now. And there's MySpace, which was bigger than Facebook at that time. So it's Bloomberg to track the stock markets, but it needs an internet connection. So which can, yes, and as I said, it can't work now. And GPS, push to talk. SIM toolkit. This is where you can manage your SIM card settings. There's Twitter, Opera Mini. This was the browser, but it still doesn't work even if I have an internet connection. Yeah, so that's just about it with this phone. I can talk about the specs. The screen is 2.36 inches, which was big for that time. The keyboard is the one which takes up most real estate, and as I talked about this trackpad, you can use it to navigate, or the D-pad. You can also turn it off, and this one, as I mentioned before, it also acts as a notification indicator. So here, inbox, let's check this message. Yeah, this is a message I sent to myself. So can try replying to it via message. I can just type this. Yeah, it takes a little bit getting used to, but once you are used to it, it's quite snappy. But if you're coming from a large modern smartphone, it might be a bit problematic for the first few days. So you can just send the message. Yeah, so the operating system was Symbian OS, and it comes with an internal storage of 250 MBs, which isn't much by today's standards, and a RAM of 128 megabytes. It was higher at that time, but now, yeah, but considering the kind of apps it was running, it was more than enough. And for the camera, as I mentioned before, it's a 5 megapixel camera. It has a flash. It also has a selfie camera. It has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 2.0, and which surprisingly works with modern day earbuds like this one here. I usually use this with this phone, and it will still work. This is the Oraimo Freepos 3C. You can check out my review video on that here. And it also has FM radio, but it needs you to connect an earphone to this to listen, which will act as an antenna. And the charger in the box, you'll get this kind of charger. I don't know how it's called officially, but you can also use this other micro USB port to charge, which is quite good. As I said, I lost this one, so I have to use this one now. And the battery, it's a 15 milliamp hour battery, and it usually lasts me for about a week, and that's with normal calling and texting. So let's open it up. This is not the original battery which came with this phone, but it's still a nice brand. They all battery aged out. And for the SIM card, it's a single SIM card device. This is how you eject it. If you like this video, let me know the phone you'd like me to get, and I leave links on where you can buy such phones on AliExpress. And but remember, these are all phones, so they are rare, and the longer you wait, the more they'll run out. If you love this video, I also have more phones I can showcase, like the BlackBerry Curve right here, which you can watch on the channel. As I said, I leave links on where you can find this, or alternative to this.